Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Nick, and if you are looking for a channel that can show you how to upgrade your store's development and design, well then you have come to the right place. Today we are building another Shopify banner for your homepage. This is going to showcase a beautiful video on your homepage that will make your store look sleek and beautiful. It's also going to give you customizable options for the text and button colors. It's going to work for videos with sound and features a mute button that you can toggle to hide or show. We are also going to create it using HTML, CSS, and some vanilla JavaScript. And we're going to use Shopify section schema to give customizable options in the theme editor. Now, if you have ideas for user interface design or functionality updates that you want to make for your store, let me know in the comments. And when you do, please include a link and detailed description of what you were talking about specifically, because I want to help, but sometimes I don't have enough info to know what you're envisioning. And even better, get in touch via my website and you can email me a screenshot. Now, if you are just wanting to implement this feature and don't care to watch me explain things, it won't hurt my feelings. Simply copy and paste all the code in the description into a new section file and you're going to be good to go. But if you want to learn how to implement this with some code explanation, stick around. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and then let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this from my Shopify CLI and use a code editor. However, if you do not want to deal with this, you're not a developer, totally cool. All you have to do is come in and click on your theme that you want to edit, and then just go to edit code and you'll have the exact same thing. But I am first going to pull my new theme. This is a duplicate theme, which I highly recommend that you duplicate and not edit your live theme. And now I'm just going to start my local server and I'm going to open up the preview, but I'm also going to open up the theme editor as well so I can see it here. All right, cool. So now the first thing that we're going to do in our code is, let me open this, come into sections here, and I'm just going to click and add a new file. I'm going to call this video banner.liquid. You can name yours whatever you'd like. And the first thing I'm going to do is copy and paste a bunch of styles. I'm not going to go through them one by one, but I'm going to point out the important ones, or at least the ones that we are going to edit with the theme editor. Now, if you look, we have a few places that we are using the schema. Right here is one. So the luxury banner color, we're also forcing it to be the color of our H1, our paragraph tag as well, and then the color of the background text and background of the button itself. The rest of it is pretty boilerplate stuff, so you don't need to worry too much about that. And I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to add some HTML here. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a class. I'm going to call it luxury banner, and this is going to house all of my other code here. Right here is where the video goes, and I'll come back to that in just a moment because we're going to use a pretty cool Shopify liquid filter to do that. I'm going to add this div class overlay. And this is going to have our text in it. So it's going to have the H1 here. And then we're also going to have a P tag. So it's like the subheading underneath it. And then we're going to have the button that we use for the actual call to action. So like what we're going to link to. So to start with, I'm just going to do a button inside of a link. And I'm going to give this a class of CTA button. Okay, cool. And now this next part is going to be for the button, and it's going to go underneath this overlay div. So to do that, I am going to copy and paste this, and I recommend you do the same because I don't think you'll be able to type it out exactly. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, cool. And you can see it has this ID of muting and unmuting, etc., like stuff like that. So this is kind of the skeleton, I guess, of our app, of our banner so far. We have our styles and we have our HTML, but we need to actually put some content in here, and we need to have the ability to edit it in the theme editor. So first, let me come back to this video tag that I mentioned. And this is kind of cool. It's a liquid filter, and we can go like this. And we don't have this setting created yet, but we're going to be able to reference it. And so we're going to call it settings.banner video is going to be the ID. And then, oops, and I put the wrong tag here. It needs to be a double curly like that. Okay, cool. And then you can use this video tag, and then it accepts a couple parameters. So you can do autoplay, which is true. We want it to play when the page is loaded. We have a logo loop, which is going to be true as well, so that it continues to replay. And then we can also use ID, and I'm going to call it banner video. This is so that we can reference it in our style sheet above. And then last one is muted, and we want it to be true by default. And then we're going to give the option with these buttons here to toggle that if you do want to hear it. But I think the best user experience is for it to start muted, and you can always unmute it. The cool thing about this tag is that simply doing this alone outputs the correct video tag, and I'll show you here in the browser in a minute what I mean by that. But the other option of doing this would be to use like a video tag like this, and then have like the manual build out, but it's kind of nice when Shopify gives us these filters to make things easier. That's our HTML here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some starter text here. So I'm just going to say heading, subheading, shop now. Cool. And then before we're able to see this at all, we're going to need to create a schema so that we can find it in the theme editor. All right, I'm going to give it a name, a video banner. And we already have that first setting we're referencing, so I guess I'll start with that. I'm going to call it video. I believe it's video and not video tag, or video URL. Yeah, that looks correct. And I gave it the name of banner video above. Label. Okay, cool. And the last thing, so that we can actually see this, is at the bottom of our schema here. I'm going to do presets. And I'm going to give it a name. A video banner. All right, cool. Now I'm going to come back to our theme editor and I'm going to refresh after saving. And then I'm going to hide this one. I'm going to click here, search for my new one, video banner. Okay, I'm going to move it up to the top. And you'll see if I click into it, I have the option to upload a video here. And this is an open source video I got. I have the link to it in the description. I think it suits the needs pretty well. You can see the style here. It's pretty basic. Like this text is not wowing anything, but the video works. So that's a good sign. So I'm going to save this for now. And then I am going to come back here and refresh, make sure, okay, cool. Now I'm going to come back to my code and I'm going to replace this hard-coded text with some dynamic schema data that we are going to use. Right beneath our video, I'm going to start adding some more. All right, so we'll do a quick test here and make sure that this heading is displayed correctly. Now if I save, come back. All right, cool. You can see that it is in fact updated here. We're going to come back and change these colors here in a moment, but for right now, I just want to focus on getting this text correct. So I'm going to change this one proactively. I'm going to call it banner P text. And I'm going to copy and paste this because it's almost the same except for this. And I'll call this like subheading text. And I'm going to change this to something that sounds cool. Cool. I save this, make sure that it appears, and it does. All right, so we are moving now. The next thing I'm going to do is add a color so that we can change the color of this text because it looks really ugly right now. So I'm going to give it a type of color, and then I'm going to give it an ID. And I'm just going to set the default color to be white. And I'm going to come up, and we actually don't need to add this because it's already been edited, but you can see here, if I search for our ID, we are referencing it already. So if I save and bam, okay. Well, that looks pretty great already. We need to finish up wiring up a few more things. Like, even though this looks great, I want to give you the option to be able to customize the color of the button. So I'm going to come back down to our schema. And we also actually need to, I forgot we have not added the text either here. Okay, cool. We'll add another one now for the color of the button. And you'll see that we've already added this one as well in our CSS, so we just have to make sure that that matches. And same with this, and you'll see that it does already exist. Excellent. So I think I might be missing one. We'll see. But all we need to add now is a checkbox for the mute and unmute button. Okay, cool. So if I come back and look at my preview, everything still looks the same, but I want to make sure that it's actually updated in the theme editor because that is the point of all those schema settings. I think we've got everything there. So one thing that we have not added yet is the JavaScript to handle this button so that when we actually click it, it will enable the audio or disable the audio. So all I'm going to do for that is come in here and below my HTML, I'm going to copy and paste a little bit of code here. So actually, I'm going to copy this. Okay, cool. So copy and paste this right above your schema, right below your HTML. And all this is doing is it's first checking if our settings that we are showing the mute button, because I'm guessing a lot of people want to use videos that don't actually have any sound. And if there's no sound, you don't want to show that button, right? So all you have to do is disable that here. And then if you save that and come back, this button will be hidden, or at least it should be. If we can test it out now. Oh, and it's not because we have not added this around our other code yet. So if we come back right now, it's just showing, right? There's no conditional, it's showing every time. But right above this button here with the mute button, I can add that. And then at the bottom, I can hide, or excuse me, close that tag. And now you'll see that it does not show. The reason being is if we do not want to show the mute button because there's no audio, we don't want that to show up, and there's no point in running this JavaScript either because that's the only point of this JavaScript. We don't want to make errors by our JS looking for elements that don't exist. So this is just a little check to make sure we actually want to show this. Now let's test our customizable functionality. So if I come here, okay, cool, that looks good so far. Yep, and this is editing as well. Now let's change the color to something wacky. Okay, that is working. Okay, that is also working. Okay. Excellent. And we've already tested this button as well. I'm not going to save this because I like the way it looked before. So I'm just going to reload, come back here, and we can enjoy it. And this video I selected doesn't actually have audio, but I promise you I tested it with a video that does. So if you have this show me button toggled, it has this cool button right here, and all you have to do is click it and you can see the icon updates, and it will in fact start playing the audio. Now, the last thing that I just remembered is that I need to add the link here for this button. So if I come down to the schema, we're almost done. I'm just going to add one more thing here, and it is going to be type collection. I'm not going to give this one a default. Okay, cool. Move this last comma. I'm going to grab this right here, and then up in this A tag where we have the hash symbol, I'm going to do collections and then our link here. And this is going to be a link to a collections page. If you want to link right to a product page, you can do that as well. All you got to do is change this type to product, I believe. But if I save that, come back to the theme editor, update, and cool, I can see this link now, and I only have one collection in the store, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to come back, refresh, and if I click, it successfully navigates to that page. So this has been creating a video banner in Shopify. I hope that this is helpful. If you have things that you'd like to see, get in contact with me on my website, and I would love to create some beautiful UIs for you guys to be able to use in your stores or in your development process. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.